Welcome and thanks for watching. Atlanta's starting five. We've got Jason Tatum. Kobe Bryant is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Ewing in at the center position. And for Detroit, they've got Joel Embiid. Jaren Jackson out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Paul George. And it's Robertson in at the two guard. Here's Ewing. He lays it up and banks it in.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's George. Durant for three. Buries it from three. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
You know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Pass to Tatum. Back to Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And involving his teammates.
And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won one NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. George against Bryant. Tatum a screen on George. And here's Bryant outside. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And again, no good by Detroit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, GB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all three levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's George. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Durant. Shoots over Tatum. Durant's shot is off.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Bryant against George. Pass to Cooper. 6 to shoot. Back to Bryant. Over George. Bryant, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And he makes it. Durant's got his second bucket on the night.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
43 seconds left in the opening quarter. And here's Bryant outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Bryant's got 5 now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Robertson. Still without a bucket. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tatum, shot is good.
With how well Tatum moves, sometimes you forget he's 6'8", but he's got great size, putting it to use down low.
Durant surveying the D. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Atlanta on top, up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Jaren Jackson out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Robertson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Outside Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Kevin Durant. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Here's Robertson. Jackson outside. Pass to Durant. Let's go with a 3. At the arc. KD drains it.
Oh, man, this guy. KD, rack up another one.
The Hawks trailing. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Bryant, no good. The Pistons have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's George. Here's Robertson. Jackson outside. Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. Oh, KD against contact inside.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. Atlanta in 5th.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
A nice shot by Bryant. Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, B.A., I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon. Solid in the first, fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Cooper passes to Tatum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 3-point game. To the middle. His first shot attempt. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
The Hawks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. George against Bryant. Outside Tatum. A minute 20 left in the first half. From about 16, the rebound by Detroit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And the bucket is good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
On the wing, Bryant to halt the run. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Durant, no good. Hawks trail by 7. Here's Bryant. Got a hand on it, and he stays with it. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
At the line for Hawks, Bryant. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Bryant. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Durant's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Bryant. He's got 10. Clock at 6. He can't get that one to fall. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Detroit, helping them space the floor. 2 triple. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Look at Detroit. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Pistons.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shot.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. They've got Kobe Bryant. He's out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Cooper in at shooting guard. Outside Durant. Takes the 3. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Davis finds Bryant. They swipe it. Here's Robertson. Covered by Bryant. Jackson outside. 3-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Cooper passes to Tatum. Shoots over Embiid. And it comes off the front of the rim. Detroit leading by 5. To the paint. Here's Robertson. And he jams it home with authority.
George out there moving the rock and figuring out where his teammates were to have success on that possession.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Here's Cooper. Still no points. And here's Bryant outside. And George with some nice D. The 3, Durant. Oh, Durant from way out.
One of those nights that Kevin Durant is just massive for his team. For my money, this guy's the best scoring forward of all time.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Over Durant. Nice jump shot. Tatum's got 6.
With his feet set, Tatum's going to make you pay.
Detroit leading by 8. Pass to Jackson. Here's Robertson. Covered by Bryant. Embiid a screen on Bryant. To the inside. Yes! Embiid from in close.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Tatum's shot is good.
Yeah, once Tatum sees a gap, he is gone. Off and running.
On the wing, Durant. From the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. 1:11 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's the pick. And here's Bryant outside. Hits the trifecta. He's got 13.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Robertson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Jackson. The 3, Durant. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Tatum. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, George with a steal. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Bryant. There's Tatum with the 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in. George outside. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Joel Embiid is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's Paul George. And it's Robertson in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot. And for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Tatum with it. Jackson in his pocket. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
He draws so many fouls with his length. Anthony Davis finds another way to put the work in.
At the line for the Hawks.
Good on the second one. And so it's Detroit with it. They've led by as many as 11. The offensive rebound. Robertson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 9.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Outside Tatum. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
He does not get the second one. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Durant's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Down low. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Durant draws the double. Just 4 to shoot. Here's George. And again, no good by Detroit.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight.
Inside. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Here's Robertson, covered by Bryant. Jackson against Davis. Pass to Durant. Fires the three. Sinks the tray. Durant's got 22.
I don't know how you get out and disrupt Kevin Durant on that catch and shoot.
Hawks trail by 9. Bryant outside. Here's Ewing. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now here's Durant. Not a lot of room. Lets it fly. The rebound by the Hawks. Ewing's got rebound number 8 now. Davis finds Tatum. Bryant outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Durant. KD won't be stopped.
Well, instead of taking it all the way to the rack, Durant uses that length and soft touch for the floater.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bryant outside. And the shot goes down.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
There's 42 seconds left in the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pulls it from 20.
Great contest from AD there. Always a legitimate threat to throw it back.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
They get it again.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
At the line for your Pistons.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're behind by 8. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
So it's Detroit with the W. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. We've got the Charlotte Hornets facing the Dallas Mavericks. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Jimmy Butler is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Jones. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Wembanyama in at the 4.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Butler against Bird. Butler passes to Curry from past the arc. Gilmore grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Kidd. Here's Gilmore. Bird outside. Inside. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Gilmore.
Playing with such brute force on the inside. Gilmore with the size and some pretty good moves, too.
Butler passes to Wembanyama. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Kidd. A wide open look for Bird. And the 3-ball is good.
Boy, the quick release, Bird gets that shot off in an instant. He was ready and waiting to strike.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. That's tipped and stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Jones. Pass the Butler. Wembanyama with it. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Larry Bird.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wembanyama. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
And now the first timeout call here for the Hornets. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. It's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Butler is a selective three-point shooter, but he'll knock them down if he gets a quality look.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent D that time from Jones. Charlotte in the lead. Outside Butler. Pass to Wembanyama. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. Mavericks trailed by 3. To the paint. Here's Gilmore. He gets it in there.
Kidd takes such great pride in making his teammates better. He loves setting them up.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Outside Curry. From the arc. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gilmore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Artis Gilmore is just a massive guy and strong, too. I mean, rugged, a center that is flat out a beast on both ends of the floor. Banged my head against that dude many a time. It was not fun.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Curry looking it over. with 1 on the clock, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Hornets on top, up by 3. And we'll get going after this from... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hornets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Bird. Also, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander out there. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Kidd. And it's Gilmore in at power forward. Back to Butler. Butler hammering it home.
Throwing it down in style. Butler playing with a lot of force.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing here by Dallas. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Curry passes to Butler. And Wembanyama outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Curry's got 6.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Kidd against Curry. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Hornets leading by 8. Jones kicks to Curry. Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Over Kidd. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Down low, here's Jones, shakes him, and he sinks the layup. Jones has got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets.
Well, it's great to see Jones finish inside, showing how he's a threat at the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Charlotte. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Good defense by Kidd.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Butler. Bird with some nice D. Mavericks trail by 10. Outside Kidd. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. Can they get it? And Kareem throws it down.
You know, once Kareem establishes that inside position, dunking is really easy for him.
Curry passes to Wembanyama. And here is Butler. Outside, Jones. 6 to shoot. Malone finds Jones. Here's Wembanyama. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bird outside for 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Bird's got 6 points.
At the arc, Bird can be just devastating, especially when he gets into a nice rhythm.
Outside Curry. Butler dishes to Jones. Drops one in from the wing. And the Hornets lead by 7.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
On the court for Charlotte, Victor Wembanyama is out there with Moses Malone. Then it's Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Curry on the wing. Malone sets the pick for Curry. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bird. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jones the pass to Butler. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Curry from 3.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Mavericks trail by 8. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Down the court is your
Pass to Kidd. Malone with the block.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Here's Curry with the 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 6 assists now in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They've led by as many as 11 points. 11 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Kidd passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Now Bird takes a 3. And it's Curry with the rebound. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you.
You know, the size of Abdul-Jabbar typically overwhelms defenses, especially when he's operating close to the rim, forcing them to act as he draws the foul.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Wembanyama outside. It's to Curry. Jones looking for an opening. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, you can't allow Gilmore that kind of positioning. I mean, once he gets it, he's throwing it down every time.
Butler dishes to Curry. Butler, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 9. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Kidd.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Here's Malone. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 9.
You know, part of what makes Malone such a good rebounder is his aggressiveness. I mean, and he also has a real nose for the ball.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hornets lead by 6. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Abdul-Jabbar. Bird is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Kidd. And it's Gilmore in at the 4 spot. And here's Bird from the arc. And Curry pulls it down.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Well, their pass to Wembanyama. Oh, good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Butler sets a screen for Curry. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. The 15-footer. That misses off the backboard. Hornets leading by 4. Jones kicks to Butler. And Wembanyama up top. To the middle. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Malone's shot. Good.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Gilmore passes to Kidd. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's the Hornets' ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Bird against Curry. They double-team Curry. Jones, that's for 2, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And it's an 8-point Hornets lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. Kidd. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's Bird putting it right back in.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Hornets leading by 6. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Down low. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
A step back shot here. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
And so they foul intentionally.
First team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth. They double-team Curry. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And the quickness of Eddie Jones there, creating difficulties for this defense.
It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point game. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. That shot off. Excellent D that time from Jones. The Hornets on offense. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Curry outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Hornets lead by 11.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Houston Rockets facing the New York Knicks. Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. We've got Anthony Edwards, and it's Moncrief in at the point. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
Pass to Leonard. Towns taking his time here. On target from range.
Karl-Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter, doesn't take him any time to get set up.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. And both free throws good for Jordan. About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Moncrief, covered by Towns. And here's Edwards outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Boy, that was deep. Anthony Edwards testing the limitations of his range on that one.
Mobley against Edwards. Mobley passes to Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Banked it in off the glass.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Moncrief, covered by Towns. Pass to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple.
This is what you call a dead-eye three-point perimeter shooter. Klay Thompson doing work.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Thompson against Leonard. Here's Mobley. Back to Leonard. Over Thompson. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And the basket by Edwards. Edwards has got 5 now.
Anthony Edwards, excellent concentration, under pressure of excellent defense, and just scores it anyway.
Now here's Jordan, tightly guarded. Leonard outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And out of bounds, Houston will have it. Houston in the lead. Here's Moncrief. Edwards a screen on Towns. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And again, the Knicks missing.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Moncrief. Pass to Chamberlain. The kick out to Edwards. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's New York. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Mobley, a screen on Edwards. Here's Thompson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, he does a lot of his work on the interior, more than people realize. Klay Thompson gets those calls because of his willingness to put himself in tough spots.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game now. First one falls. Both free throws good from Thompson.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Mobley finds Jordan. With some arc. And that one drops for him. Jordan's got 6.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Jordan against Edwards. And there's the screen. There's the 3. The shot, no good. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Rockets ahead. They lead by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Klay Thompson, and it's Duncan in at the 4. Pass to Edwards. Here's Duncan to the right side. Shot clock at 6. Tipped. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Duncan, covered by Mobley. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Edwards against Jordan to the inside. And stolen by Mobley. From outside the arc. Jordan misses. The Rockets trail. Right side Edwards. Thompson left side. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Mobley passes to Jordan. Out left to the wing. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Chamberlain's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. And here's Edwards outside. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Timeout. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
And here are the Knicks now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Mobley. And they recover it. Olajuwon. Money from 17 feet out.
It's incredible. I mean, it changes the dynamic of your offense when you have bigs who can shoot the ball.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Michael Jordan, first personal foul. First team foul.
It's Edwards on the wing, covered by Jordan. Pass to Moncrief, 5 on the clock. Over Towns.
But to me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
Mobley passes to Jordan. And it's blocked by Edwards. Here's Moncrief, covered by Towns. They set the screen. Pass to Edwards. From 11 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now here's Mobley. Back to Jordan. Cash money on the open jump shot. Jordan's got 10. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Good on the bucket. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Houston leading by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Knicks trail by 3. Kawhi Leonard out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Evan Mobley, and it's Olajuwon in at center, filling out the middle. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Now here's Jordan. Leonard looking over the floor. Clock at 4. To the paint. Here's Towns. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Towns has got 5 now.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Here's Chamberlain. Here's Edwards. And it's New York with a rebound. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds in the game. Thompson against Leonard. To the middle. for the lead. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Edwards, a pass to Moncrief. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
At 7 feet, sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Thompson. Jordan misses.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Oh, Klay Thompson delivers.
Well, because of his size of the position inside the painted area, Klay Thompson is a real threat.
And here's Jordan. And they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Leonard against Thompson. Pass to Towns. Double team on Towns. Here's Olajuwon. And here's Jordan. 10 points for him. It's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. The 3 from Thompson. Towns with a rebound. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Now here's Mobley. No made baskets yet. Pass to Jordan for the lead. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 8 rebounds in the game. Thompson passes to Moncrief. Here's Duncan. On the wing, Thompson. They set the pick. Knocks down the long J. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Klay Thompson so adept at using the pick and roll to his advantage. Takes what the defense gives him.
Leonard outside. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Towns right side. Now here's Jordan. Defense right on him. Tries yet again. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Oh, what a crafty move. Causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Moncrief, covered by Towns. Here's Edwards. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Thompson against Leonard. On the drive, Kawhi. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's Houston up 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Rockets lead by 3. Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Anthony Edwards, and it's Moncrief in at the point guard position. Edwards, the pass to Thompson. Tries to keep it alive. Down low. Here's Chamberlain, covered by Mobley. Chamberlain, no good. Leonard against Edwards. To the middle. Towns, left side. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Here's Moncrief. Thompson outside. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Leonard outside. Thompson against Leonard. They double-team Thompson. It's Edwards on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. And Houston leads by 4.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Pass to Jordan. Deflected. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Moncrief, the pass to Duncan. The fader. And it's New York with a rebound. Olajuwon's got rebound number 8 now. Now here's Jordan, guarded closely. Here's Leonard. The putback. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Here's Moncrief. The shot misses. Good D by Mobley. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Towns. Leonard on the wing. Clock at 6. Mobley, a screen on Thompson. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Houston. Chamberlain's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Here's Jordan. It's Leonard with a good look inside.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Edwards against Jordan. Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. To the inside, Chamberlain. Cash!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And New York has possession. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Leonard. Towns, a screen on Thompson. Here's Leonard. Missed inside. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And Houston has possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Pass to Moncrief. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Here's Leonard. Yes! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Two shots.
first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Now a timeout called by New York. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
But they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. From deep, Jordan. It's hauled in by Houston, and they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Wilt Chamberlain at the line. 2 shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. Mobley with it. Jordan, the pass to Olajuwon. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Houston winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to...